We swallow greedily any lie that flatters us, but we sip only little by little at a truth we find bitter. Dennis Diderot。 献媚的谎言总是让我们贪婪地吞下，而那些让人品到苦涩的真相，我们则只会一点一点地吸吮。德尼·狄德罗。李南央状告海关案跟进报道105，看清真相，认识现实。蓦然间，美国竟像极了一个一党制的国家，这令人太难以接受，但它还没有成为永久的现实。现在那些所谓的正统传教士们是一群脑死亡的家伙，没有人真的相信他们，他们的作为与改进人们生活的品质毫不相干。我们正在面对的现实实在是彻底的荒谬，荒谬的难以继续，所以它不会持续。制造了目前这一切的人知道这一点，所以用歇斯底里的叫嚣掩饰他们的恐惧，理屈词穷之后只能用拳头说话，但是他们会一无所获。因为当诚实的人们从容有据地揭示真相时，他们会变得无比强大。那些想封杀真相的谎言大师们会缩成一团，变得弱不禁风。真相必定胜出，这是宇宙间的铁律。眼下的美国，讲真话的地方实在是不多了，但是还没有消失殆尽，这足够了。只要你能听到真话，就有希望。上面这段话摘自4月27日塔克·卡尔森被踢出福克斯电视节目后的首次网上独白。他的这段视频只有2分16秒，在各个平台上的点击及转发率已逼近1亿。支持塔克的声音如汹涌的海浪，而美国五角大楼的官员们却对福克斯的做法击节叫好，令人不寒而栗。时至今天，塔克离开福克斯的原因依然是云里雾里。其实原因是何与我并不重要，重要的是我听到了塔克的声音。他要揭示美国已然是一党制国家的真相，他要寻找讲出真相的家园，他相信真相必定胜出。当年中共判处刘晓波时，父亲李瑞与19位曾经的中共高级干部联名上书中共中央。他们说，刘晓波的头条罪状是对党和政府不满，问题在于人民既有责任监督政府，也就有权利表达不满。再好的制度也有其改善空间，有不满才有进步。执政者应该善闻批评之声，尊重不平之鸣，把各种不满化为动力，才能改善工作，获得民心。怎么能以不满治罪呢？如此激化矛盾、残酷斗争，把有不同意见的人当成敌人，哪里会有社会和谐？怎么能有社会进步？如今这话怎么听怎么像是对拜登政府说的。其实今天的美国出现塔克·卡尔森事件，跟中共判处刘晓波和至今死死扣住李瑞口述往事的社会背景是共同的，那就是两国的政府都不是在宪法框架下治理国家，而是让国家按执政党的意识形态运转。两国政府的官员都不是服务于人民的公仆，而是骑在百姓头上颐指气使的主子。言论自由必定是这样的政府和他的官员们的最大敌人。媒体只能是被执政党领导的、灌输党的教义的喉舌和传递政府谎言的机器。今天的中国在共产党执政74年后，正在向更深的黑暗走去。2020年11月胜选的拜登说，美国是全球的灯塔， America is a beacon for the globe。 这是个美丽的谎言。塔克认为美国的现实已是彻底的荒谬。川普总统则说，我们的国家正在走向地狱， Our country is going to hell。 拜登和他的幕僚们将政府机构武器化，变政府为政权。这个政权统治下的美国没有边境，不再是一个主权国家。他阉割自己的孩子，允许医生对儿童实施变性手术，家长不得干涉。他任由政府设立救护中心，为瘾君子注射免费毒品。他由政府推广绿色新政，在中国生产电池、叶片、太阳能板，继续恶化那里的环境，灌满中共的钱袋。他的政府充斥着无能的红五类，列车出轨，食品厂爆炸，中国间谍气球在领空自由飞翔，阿富汗撤军荒谬绝伦。他无保释放抢劫犯、纵火犯、杀人犯，却无所不用其极地迫害、追杀他的竞争对手川普总统和他身后逾7000万的 MAGA 民众。他在 他的白宫里住着烂到心儿里的拜登家族，祸自己的国，殃自己的民，并将世界拉到核战争的边缘，竟然还要竞选连任，发誓 finish the job。塔克是对的，真相就是力量，真相一定会胜出。但是人们首先要看清真相，认识现实。距离2024年大选还有1年半的时间，塔克和塔克的听众，川普和川普的支持者必定会殊死一搏，打碎民主党大佬们将一党制变为美国永久制度的美梦。我是塔克·卡尔森的忠实听众，我是川普总统坚定不移的支持者。Suddenly, United States is very much like a one-party state. That is a depressing realization, but it's not permanent. Our current orthodoxy won't last. Their brain died. Nobody actually believed them. Hardly anyone's life is improved by them. This moment is too inherently ridiculous to continue, so it won't. The people in charge know this. That's why they are hysterically aggressive. They are afraid they give up enough persuasion, then resulting to force. But it won't work. What honest people say what's true, calmly without embarrassment, they become powerful. At the same time, the liars who have been trying to silence them shrink. They become weaker. That's the iron law of the universe. True things prevail. Where can you still find Americans think true things? There are not too many places left, but there are some. That's enough. As long as you can hear the words, there is hope. The passage above is excerpted from Tucker Carlson's first public monologue after parting away from Fox News on April 27. His speech is only 2 minutes and 16 seconds long. The number of viewers has approached 100 million, and the voices and comments supporting Tucker are like raging waves. But some high-ranking officers of the Pentagon applauded Fox's approach, which is chilling. To this day, the reasons for kicking Tucker out Fox are still murky. In fact, I don't pay much attention to whatever the reason was. What is important is that I heard Tucker's voice. He wants to reveal the truth that the United States is already very much like a one-party state. He wants to find a place to tell the truth, and he believes that the true things prevail. At the time when the CCP sentenced Liu Xiaobo, my father Li Rui, along with other 19 former senior CCP cadres, signed a letter to the CCP Central Committee, saying, "The first crime that Liu Xiaobo was charged with was that he has dissatisfaction with the party and the government. The problem is that since people have the responsibility to monitor the government, it is their given right to express dissatisfaction. No matter how good a system is, there is always room for improvement." Only when there is dissatisfaction can there be progress. Those in power should be good at listening to criticism, respect criticism, and turn all kinds of dissent into motivation, to improve work and win the identity of the people. How can dissatisfaction be the reason for jailing a person? Treating people with different opinions as enemies would only intensify conflicts, create brutal struggles. And how can there be societal harmony? How can there be a social advance? The quotation above sounds just like talking to today's Biden administration. In fact, Tucker Carlson's story appealed in the United States today has the same social background as the Chinese Communist Party's sentencing of Liu Xiaobo and confiscation of Li Rui's oral history. That is, both governments do not govern the country under their constitutions, but rule the country by the ideology of the ruling party. The officials of both governments are not public servants serving the people, but rulers on top of the people. And needed to say, freedom of speech must be the biggest enemy of such a government and its officials. And media can only be led by the ruling party, become a mouthpiece for indoctrinating the party's orthodoxy, and a machine for disseminating the government's lies. Today's China is heading for a deeper darkness after the CCP seized power for 74 years. America is a beacon for the globe, Biden said as winning November 2020. That is a big lie. The reality of the United States, Tucker thinks, is inherently ridiculous. President Trump said, "Our country is going to hell." Biden and his staff have been weaponizing government agencies and turned his administration into a regime. Under this regime's ruling, America has no borders. It is no longer a sovereign country. It mutilates its own children and allows doctors to remove sex organs on children. Parents are not allowed to interfere. It allows the government to set up rescue centers to inject limited dose for junkies. It allows the government to enforce the Green New Deal to produce batteries, blades, and solar panels in China, continue to pollute the environment there, and fill CCP's money back. Its government is composed of incompetent ones of red 5 categories, which were revolutionary soldiers, revolutionary cadres, workmen, poor peasants, and lower mid peasants. During Cultural Revolution in China, and they are LGBTQ in the US today, which caused trains derail, food factories explode, Chinese spy balloons fly freely in the sky, and a catastrophic withdrawal from Afghanistan. It released the robbers, arsonists, and murderers without bail, but it does everything it can to persecute and hunt down regime's rival, President Trump, and over 70 million MAGA behind him. The Biden family of rotten to core lives in White House. This family has not only destroyed the country and people's life, but also is dragging the world into a nuclear war. Biden just announced that he is running for 2024 and swore to finish the job. Tucker was right. The truth is powerful. The true things will prevail. But people must first see the truth and realize the true things. With a year and a half to go before the 2024 election, Tucker and Tucker's audiences, Trump and Trump's supporters, will fight to the end to smash the dream of bigwigs of the Democratic Party to permanently turn America into a one-party state. I'm a loyal audience of Tucker Carlson, and I'm a staunch supporter of President Trump. April 30, 2023.